Community-based forestry, it's a term which covers all type of forest management done by local people, could be communities or smallholders. And the potential is huge, I will say, for sustainable forest management worldwide, because the forest can only, I think, be best managed if people who are depending from these forest resources are participating in forest management. And we have multiple examples which prove that their involvement in forest management is very beneficial, not only for the forest itself, but also for socioeconomic development of the population. We estimate that about 1/3 of the world forest is under some type of local management by communities or smallholders. So it's 1/3 of the population, which is a big number. However, not all of these forests are, let's say, delivering what could be expected. There are still a number of obstacles preventing basically local people to reap all the benefits from this forest. There are a different type of blockage, for example, in terms of legal issues, security of tenure. One of the basic, basically founding block for sustainable forest management is the secure tenure right. So if you have secure property right or management right over the resources. So many countries do provide some right, but not let's say, comprehensive right, which allow the population to basically manage on a long-term basis, and also, in addition, to access, for example, markets with the products they are harvesting from their forests. The whole world knows that we have to address the issue of climate change, and forests is one of the key elements in sequestrating carbon. But also, we know also that deforestation releases a lot of CO2 in the atmosphere. So the sustainable management of forest is very key to address the issue of climate change. And one of the best tools to achieve that is, again, to involve population in managing these resources. We have seen when people do not have right over the resources, they will naturally tend to degrade or destroy these resources because it's not theirs. But once the control is handed over to the communities or to smallholders, these stakeholders do take a lot of care about resources and have shown that they can rehabilitate forest resources in a very quite significant manner. Nepal was a very interesting case. It's a country with high population density, high level of poverty, with a landscape which is very prone to erosion. And there, within, let's say, 3-4 decades, local communities have been able to restore degraded middle hills. It's very impressive. I've seen that myself. It's absolutely impressive what they have achieved. And I think only them could have achieved this type of result. So that's one case in Nepal, I think, which is already very well known. But there is also in Asia the case of Vietnam with smallholders forestry achieving fantastic results with over 200,000-300,000 hectares being reforested by smallholders. In Africa, we have the case of the Gambia, for example, whereby communities also were given the right, indefinite right over the resources, and these forests now are well protected. The country is showing a forest increase. The same thing in Latin America or in Central America. Mexico, for example, is a very good case where community forestry are doing very good work in terms of sustainable forest management, generating income for the communities, so with a large impact on livelihood as well. And of course, you have the case of Europe and North America, where smallholders, family forestry, are managing a big share, between 1/3 to 50% of the forest area in these regions, with a lot of success.